Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on Fourier series. In this lecture, we are going to discuss example on even and odd function. These are the two examples which we are going to solve in this lecture. To solve this example, if you know the even and odd function, then we can solve this example very easily. What is even and odd function? The concept we have already discussed in the previous lecture. If you want to learn what is even and odd function and how to test, then you can watch that previous video. Link is given in the description box. Here, in this lecture, we shortly discuss what is even and odd function. If our function satisfying this condition, that is f of minus x is equals to f of x, then we can say our function is a even function. But if f of minus x is equals to minus f of x, then the function is called a odd function. For example, if f of x is equals to x raised to the power 4, here the power of x is even, so it is our even function. Similarly, cos x is even function. And here f of x is equals to, if the power of x is odd, for example x raised to the power 5, then it is an example of odd function. And in trigonometry, f of x is equals to sin x is a odd function. But if we divide this function into two parts, that means if we break this function, for example, if we write f of x is equals to value of function is x in the interval minus pi less than x less than 0, and it is a minus x in the interval 0 less than x less than pi, then we can say this is our even function. Why? All the concept of this related to even and odd function I have already discussed in the previous lecture. If you have not clear the idea, then must be watch that video so that this lecture will be easy to understand. Now, why even and odd function concepts are important in Fourier series? As you know, if we solve the integral from minus a to a f of x dx, then value of this integration we directly get the answer 0. But when it is a 0, if f of x is odd function. So for every odd function, if the integral is minus a to a, then integration of this function is 0 if our function is odd. What about the even function? So it is a twice integral 0 to a f of x dx. But when if our function f of x is even. So this is a formula of integration. When integral minus a to a f of x, here f of x is odd, then directly we get the answer 0, and it is a twice integral 0 to a f of x dx if our function is even function. This is very important concept. Using this concept, we can solve the integration of Fourier series easily. Because we know that the formula of finding Fourier series is f of x equals to a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an cos n pi x by l plus bn sin n pi x by l. So this is our Fourier series formula. And here we required the value of this constant a0, an, bn. How to find the value of a0, an, bn? So here, if our function f of x is a even function, the a0 is equals to 1 by L minus a to a f of x dx. And here, integrating content function is even and integration is minus a to a. Then we know that then this integral is equals to, we can write 2 by L integration 0 to a f of x dx. इससे क्या हो जाएगा, अगर आप अपर लिमिट लोअर लिमिट पुट अप करोगे आफ्टर इंटीग्रेशन, तो अगर इस लोअर लिमिट में माइनस साइन है तो सम टाइम्स हमें इंटीग्रल सॉल्व करना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस माइनस साइन. लोअर लिमिट पुट करते वक्त गलती हो जाती है माइनस साइन की वजह से. क्या होगा, अगर आपका इंटीग्रेशन का आंसर सपोज मान लो कि ये आ गया है एक्स और आपने इंटीग्रेशन है माइनस ए टू ए, सो व्हेन वी पुट अपर लिमिट देन इट इज ए minus. When we put the lower limit, so it is a minus of minus a, that means answer is twice a. But sometimes हमसे गलती से क्या हो जाता है कि ये लोअर लिमिट में माइनस साइन हम लिखते ही नहीं है, डायरेक्टली हमें क्या आदत रहता है अपर लिमिट a माइनस लोअर लिमिट और वी गेट द आंसर 0, और ये रॉन्ग होने का चांसेस है. सो टू अवॉइड दिस मिस्टेक, यहाँ पे अगर हम इंटीग्रेशन का ये फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं जिसके वजह से ये ट्वाइस 0 to a f of x ds हो जाएगा, सो वी कैन इजीली पुट अपर लिमिट लोअर लिमिट. तो दिस इज द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ this integral formula. Similarly, here f of x is even, cos is even, so product of even function is again even. So therefore, a0 is 2 by L integral 0 to a f of x cos n by x डिवाइडेड बाय एल dx. फंक्शन का जो फंक्शन, ये इंटीग्रेशन के अंदर का फंक्शन चेंज नहीं होता है, बस ये इंटीग्रल क्या होगा 0 to a एंड यहाँ पे ट्वाइस आ जाएगा. Now what about the bn? Here f of x is our even function, sine is our odd function, and product of even into odd is odd. That means इस इंटीग्रल के अंदर जो फंक्शन कंटेन है इट इज अ ऑड फंक्शन, एंड इंटीग्रल माइनस ए टू ए ऑड फंक्शन का इंटीग्रेशन क्या होता है 0. हमने जस्ट अभी डिस्कस किए थे कि यहाँ पे फंक्शन अगर ऑड है तो वी गेट द इंटीग्रेशन 0. सो हियर दिस bn is 0. That means when our function is even function और that time we want to find the Fourier series, तो उसमें सिर्फ हमें a0 और an फाइंड आउट करना है. bn का आंसर डायरेक्टली क्या होगा 0 फॉर इवन फंक्शन. Similarly, for odd function, here the formula of finding a0, an, bn for odd function is again same, but here the function f of x is odd and integration is minus a to a, then the value of this an is directly, it is a 0, because minus a to a, if our function is odd, then this integral is 0. Similarly, f of x is odd, cos is even. So we know that if the function is odd and another function is even, then product is odd. So therefore, the answer of this an is also 0. So in odd function, a0 is 0, an is 0. What about the bn? Here f of x is an odd function, sine is an odd function, then the product of odd into odd is even. So if the integral content function is even and integration is minus a to a, that means this integral is 2 by L integration 0 to a f of x integration content function as it is f of x sine n by x divided by L dx. So here when our function is odd, so we just have to find the value of bn. No need to find the value of a0 and an, because a0 is 0 and an is also 0 for odd function. That means when f of x is a even in the interval minus a to a or open interval minus a to a, then the value of bn is 0. For even function, only bn is 0. If f of x is an odd function, then a0 and an both are 0. So this is a very important concept. Whenever our function is even, then no need to find the bn. We directly write bn is 0. Whenever our function is odd, then no need to find the value of a0 and an. Automatically we get the value of a0 and an is 0. So using this concept, we discuss this example. How to solve this example? Here we have to find the Fourier series, and we know that the formula of Fourier series is f of x is equals to a0 by 2 plus summation n varies from 1 to infinity an cos n x. Here it is a n pi x divided by l, but when interval is minus pi to pi, then it is a simply nx. How we get this formula? We have already discussed in the first lecture. Plus bn sine nx. Now this is the Fourier series. The question is find the Fourier series for the given function, and it is a Fourier series. But the question is what is the value of this a0, an, bn. So here a0, the formula of finding a0 is 1 upon pi integral, interval is minus pi to pi, f of x dx, and value of an is 1 upon pi integral minus pi to pi f of x cos nx dx, and bn is equals to 1 by pi integral minus pi to pi f of x sin nx dx. But here f of x is equals to x cube, value of our actual function f of x equals to x cube in the interval minus pi less than equals to x less than equals to pi. This is our given function, and we know that this is the odd function because the power of x is 3 and interval is minus a to a. That means in this interval, if the function is odd, so here f of x is odd, this implies value of a0 is 0 and value of an is also 0. We are discussing even and odd only if the interval is minus a to a, because if the interval is minus a to a, then this integration is 0, and similarly minus a to a, if the function is odd, then this integral is 0. That's why we are use this concept of even and odd. So no need to find this value, directly we get this constant 0. Now we have to find the value of Bn. So here Bn, this integration contain function odd and sign is again odd. So product of this odd into odd is even. So we can write this integral 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. Now put the value of function. So here 2 by pi integral 0 to pi, value of function in the interval 0 to pi is x cube. So it is a x cube sin nx dx. Here we have to use the continuous partial fraction formula so that we get direct answer, which I have already discussed in the first lecture. So here x cube first term as it is, integration of second term, integration of sin is minus cos nx divided by n, alternate plus minus. So minus derivative of first term is 3x square, integration of second term, so integration of this term is minus sin nx divided by n, and here already contain n, so it is a n square, plus derivative of first term, so derivative of this term is 6x, integration of second, so integration of this term is plus cos nx divided by n cube, minus derivative of first term, so here 6x derivative is 6, and integration of second term is sin nx divided by n raised to the power 4, and limit is 0 to pi. Now we have to put upper limit. So here Bn is equals to 2 by pi, upper limit is pi, so we get here pi cube in bracket minus cos n pi divided by n, then here upper limit pi, so sin n pi is 0, always the value of sin n pi is 0 where n is an integer, and here x equals to pi, so here plus 6 pi cos n pi divided by n cube. Here if we put n equals to pi, so sin x equals to pi, so sin n pi is 0, that means here again this term is 0, so no need to write the 0. Now put the lower limit. If we put x equals to 0, so this term is 0 because in multiplication it contains the x, here again it is a 0, and this one is again a 0 because this 3 term contain x in the multiplication, and if we put x equals to 0, so in product 0 contain, then the product of the term is 0, so all this term we get the 0. Now here x equals to 0, so x equals to 0 and sign of 0 is 0, that means the whole term is 0 for lower limit. So therefore Bn is equals to 2 by pi in bracket, here this cos n pi is nothing but the minus 1 raised to the power n, so we can write it is a minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n into pi cube. Here again plus minus 1 raised to the power n 6 pi divided by n cube. In the next step we take the similar quantity outside, so here Bn is equals to 2 by pi, from this bracket we can take minus 1 raised to the power n pi common, so remaining is minus pi square divided by n, then here plus 6, this minus 1 raised to the power n and pi this outside, then remaining is 6 divided by n cube. So therefore the value of Bn is minus 1 raised to the power n into 2 in bracket, here I will write positive term first. So 6 by n cube minus pi square by n. Now we know the value of a0, an, bn. So put this value in Fourier series. So therefore f of x equals to a0 is 0 because our function is odd. Similarly an is also 0. So n varies from 1 to infinity. We just have to put the value of bn. So it is a 2 minus 1 raised to the power n in bracket 6 divided by n cube minus pi square by n into sine nx. And this is our final answer. Now we discuss the next example. Here the second example is find the Fourier series for the function f of x is equals to pi plus x in the interval minus pi less than x less than 0, and it is a pi minus x in the interval 0 to pi. Now see how to solve this example. This is very important example. Through this example I will explain some important concept about even and odd function. So here firstly, if we observe this pi, then pi is a constant. If f of x we can write simply k, then it is a constant function, and constant is always a even function. And here in the interval minus pi to 0, this pi is not changed. यहाँ पे function में दोनों जगह पे ये pi as it is है, और throughout the interval अगर pi है that means it is a constant, तो ये even है. So इसका addition के अंदर पहला जो part है it is a even. So first term तो even है. What about the second? First interval minus pi to 0 में x और 0 to pi में minus x. So अगर हमने function को two parts में break किया है और same value है x minus x in the interval minus pi less than x less than 0, 0 less than x less than pi. इस तरह से अगर ब्रेक करते हैं तो भले ही x ऑड फंक्शन होता है, लेकिन टू पार्ट्स में ब्रेक करने की वजह से ये अगेन क्या होता है, इवन फंक्शन. And we know that the addition of two even function is again a even function. So on this basis we can say this f of x is even function. So ये हो गया फर्स्ट मेथड ऑफ टेस्टिंग वेदर द फंक्शन इज इवन और ऑड. तो एग्जाम में अगर आपको बताना नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली प्रूफ करके कि इवन है कि ऑड है, डायरेक्टली अगर आप लिख सकते होंगे कि गिवन फंक्शन इज इवन, तो तब आप ये डायरेक्ट प्रोसेस अप्लाई कर सकते हो कि हियर दिस फंक्शन इज ए इवन फंक्शन. नाउ अगर हमें इसे सॉल्व करके दिखाना है कि यस इट इज ए रियली इवन फंक्शन, सो सी हियर बाय डेफिनेशन किस तरह से प्रूफ करते हैं. हियर आवर एक्चुअल फंक्शन एफ ऑफ एक्स इज pi plus x in the interval minus pi less than x less than 0, pi minus x in the interval 0 less than x less than pi. And for by definition of even function, so here we have to replace x by minus x. Throughout the function, if we replace x by minus x, then it is a pi minus x minus pi less than minus x less than 0, pi plus x 0 less than x less than pi. Throughout in this interval, if we multiply by minus sign, so the inequality will be changed. That means here we get pi minus x multiply by minus sign, so pi greater than x greater than 0. यहाँ जब आप मल्टीप्लाई करते हो तो सिर्फ इस इंटरवल को हम चेंज करते हैं, ना कि इस फंक्शन को. सिमिलरली here the next value of function is pi plus x, and here again multiply, here we are replacing x by minus x, so it is a minus x. Now here again multiply by minus, so 0 greater than x greater than minus pi. Now check the value of function interval wise. So 0 to pi इस interval के अंदर function का value है pi minus x, and given question में 0 to pi इस interval में function का value है pi minus x, and minus pi to 0 it is a pi plus x, and given function again minus pi to 0 function is pi plus x. That means interval wise value of function is same. So here f of minus x is equals to f of x. That means f is even function. Sometimes यही सेम क्वेश्चन मैक्सिमम एग्जाम में इस तरह से भी पूछा है कि इसका कर्व ड्रॉ करके देन इसको सॉल्व करना है. अब इस कर्व के हिसाब से क्या होगा, व्हेन वी ड्रॉ द कर्व and if it is a symmetric about the y-axis, then again we can say the function is a even function. So see here how to draw the graph of this function. Here On x-axis we take the values of x, that is a 0, minus pi, pi, because x varies from minus pi to pi. So here values of x, f of x equals to pi plus x, that y is equals to pi plus x, that means y minus x equals to pi. So here if we put x equals to 0, then value of y is pi, and here y equals to 0, then value of x is minus pi. That means graph of this function is this one. It is a f of x, or we can write y is equals to pi plus x. Similarly, second is y equals to pi minus x. So here y plus x equals to pi, and we know that the graph of this curve is passing through 0 comma pi and pi comma 0. So here this one. So it is a y equals to pi minus x, and this curve is symmetric about y-axis. That means if the curve is symmetric about y-axis, then the function is even function. So here f of x is even function. So sometimes the question is draw the graph and then solve the example. So here if we draw the graph and it is symmetric to y-axis, then it is a even function. Otherwise, by definition of even function, x is replaced by minus x, and then prove that f of minus x is equals to f of x, then it is again an even function. And the shortcut is, here the function is constant, then it is a even function. And if we divide the function into two parts, and if it is a single function is odd, then after dividing into two parts, it is a even function, and addition of two even function is again a even function. So these are the three ways of testing whether the function is even or odd. When our function is even, so we know that the value of bn is 0. So value of bn is 0, that means we just have to find the value of a0, and the formula of finding a0 for even function is 2 by pi, because our interval is minus pi to pi. So 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x dx. I directly use the concept of even function which I have just discussed, that minus pi to pi we can write twice 0 to pi, and in interval 0 to pi, here in the interval 0 to pi, value of our function is pi minus x. So put the value of function here. So 2 by pi integral 0 to pi, value of function is pi minus x dx. Integrate this term. So integration of pi is pi x minus x square by 2, limit is 0 to pi. Put upper limit, so 2 by pi, pi square minus pi square by 2, minus of lower limit is 0. That means final answer is a0 is equals to pi. Now we have to find the value of an. So formula of finding an is, again for even function, it is a 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x cos n x dx. Put the value of function 0 to pi, value of function is pi minus x. So here 2 by pi integral 0 to pi, it is a pi minus x cos nx dx. Here we have to use integration by parts. This is our u and this is our v. So 2 by pi is constant as it is, u as it is, pi minus x, integration of v, integration of this cos term is sin nx divided by n, minus derivative of first term is minus 1, integration of second term is minus cos nx divided by n square. In the next step, derivative of this term is 0. So here no need to write the next step because remaining derivatives are 0, and limit is 0 to pi. If we put the upper limit, so here for upper limit, pi minus pi is 0. For upper limit, this first term is 0, and if we put the lower limit x equals to 0, then sin 0 is 0. That means this first term is 0 for upper as well as lower limit. Now here this minus minus minus, that means minus, and here x equals to pi, so cos n pi by n square, minus of lower limit, so it is a plus, cos of 0 is 1, so 1 by n square. Now this 1 upon n square we can take outside. So value of an is 2 by pi into n square, and here cos of n pi is minus 1 raised to the power n. So I will write first positive term, that is this 1 minus minus 1 raised to the power n. So we know the value of a0, an, bn. So therefore our Fourier series is f of x equals to a0, that is a pi, divided by 2. Value of a0 is pi, so pi by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an is 2 by pi n square 1 minus minus 1 raised to the power n into cos nx, and value of bn is 0. So this is our final answer. Now we have to solve the additional question, that is show that pi square by 8 is equals to this one. So for that we have to put x equals to 0. So if we put x equals to 0, so we get f of 0 is equals to pi by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity 2 divided by pi n square 1 minus minus 1 raised to the power n, and cos of 0 is 1. Now in the next step expand this function and find the value of f of 0 also by Dirichlet condition. We know that what is the Dirichlet condition. I have already discussed in the first lecture about the Dirichlet condition. So here function is discontinuous at 0. So to find the f of 0 we have to use the Dirichlet condition, that is a f of 0 is f of 0 left hand side plus f of 0 from the right hand side divided by 2. And from left hand side value of function is, here function x tending toward the 0, then value of function is pi plus x. Here put x equals to 0, then it is a pi. So from left hand side it is a pi, and right hand side when we tend toward the 0 from right, then it is a pi minus x, and here x equals to 0, so again it is a pi divided by 2, that means it is a pi. So f of 0 is pi is equals to pi by 2. Expand this function. So when n equals to 1, then it is a minus raised to the power minus 1. So it is minus of minus plus, that is a 2, and 2 into 2 is 4. So here n equals to 1, so it is a 4 by pi 1 by 1 square. If you observe this function, for every even term it is a 0, because minus 1 raised to the power even, then it is a 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So for every even n it is 0, and for every odd n it is a 4 by pi. So 4 by pi throughout we can take outside. So n is 1, so it is a 1 by 1 square. If n is 3, then it is a 1 by 3 square. N is 5, so it is a 1 by 5 square, and so on. If we simplify this term, so you have to shift this term in left hand side and multiply by this 4 by pi. So after simplification we will get pi square by 8 is equals to 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square, and so on. So in this way we prove the additional part of our question. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.